Don't Tread on Us, part 1 of 2. It was early January of 2018 when I first entered MacGregor Downs. Late in 2017, my wife had left me again, something she's done a total of 5 times since I met her in D.C. back in 1980. Since 1980, I followed my goddess Durga to the likes of Birmingham, Hartford, Atlanta, Indianapolis, Cedar Rapids, Tampa, and Raleigh. It's not that she's flighty. All of the above moves were job-related, including the one that brought her to me in the first place. And as she's been the greater wage earner for 44 of the 46 years that we've been a couple, she goes with her dough and I go with the flow. As per the established routine, in 2017, she moved to North Carolina for her new job, and after I got incidental things such as selling our house settled, I followed her to our new town. A rare break in our time to pull up stakes and move to another state routine was that I scored a job at Cycling Spoken here prior to moving from FLA to NC, a circumstance I'd only managed once before. Knowing where both Durga and I would be working made a major part of our house hunt easier. Living somewhere that accommodated my desire to bicycle to work, something I've been doing since June of 1980, the very month Durga and I met, was a must-have on our home buying checklist. And after being shown many homes by a blatantly racist white bell realtor, Durga and I found a home without help from our own little Rebecca Latimer Felton. After much debate, Durga and I decided that even though RLF had nothing to do with finding our new home, we would still give her credit for sending us to the housing development in order for her to receive her commission. As much as she disgusted us, she did put in time showing us houses and thereby earned her commission. We'd found a brand new house in Cary, a Raleigh suburb that was conveniently located, and in lightning time we'd be homeowners for the 5th time since 1986. While house hunting, I'd been cycling to and from work on a reasonable route from our apartment, but our new digs meant that I needed to find a pleasant bicycle-safe route from our house. Searching for a safe tertiary roads route to work, I consulted Google Maps and found various ways to get from point H to point W that looked bike-friendly. I began exploring various routes on my days off from work and slowly narrowed my search from reasonable routes to a preferred route. Our move-in date was approaching, and as I'd yet cycled from work to our new home after dark, I had a strong desire for a dry run. Near the end of November, I arranged for Durga to meet at our home around 6:45 p.m. before heading to work. I'd explored a few variations of getting to and from work, and that night I decided to cycle home through MacGregor Downs, a large neighborhood just to the west of our tiny 32-homes hood. By the end of November, the sun sets around 5 in Raleigh, so my ride would be in the dark, something for which I was completely prepared. What I wasn't prepared for was turning onto Glasgow Road from Edinburgh Drive and zooming down the longish hill with MacGregor Downs Lake to my left and a brilliant moon shining down from above. I was smitten. I was anxious to move into our new home and anxious to explore my little section of Cary, NC by bicycle, all of which occurred before the calendar struck 12.